So today I am making Snickerdoodle muffins. I've never made these before. One of my subscribers, fellow writers, Sarah, sent me this recipe. So I'm trying it out for the first time. And I love Snickerdoodle cookies. So when she said there were Snickerdoodle muffins, I thought that sounded really good. So, um, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Dry ingredients, we're going to need 2 1/3 cups of flour. Yeah, I have it in the bag. I didn't put it in the canister because the canister is full. And I thought, well, why not just take it out of the bag? 2 1/3. There's two. And more. That's about 1/3. Okay, get this out of the way. And 1.5 cups of sugar. Oh, I need to buy more sugar. I need more paying subscribers so I can afford more ingredients. 1.5 cups. All right, there's one. And that looks like about half. Oh, and while I've got the sugar out, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Oh, hello, Julie. I didn't see you come in. Yes, look, I'm wearing the apron. Can't see all of it, but so for those of you who don't know, a few of my subscribers got together and sent me an apron. I only had a couple of usable aprons and I needed some more. Yeah, it fits nicely, looks nice. I'm wearing a shirt this time because partly because it's cold here and the red shirt matches the apron. All right. Oh, as I was saying, I need a bowl. Yes, and thank you, Julie. I love the apron. We're going to do 1/4 of a cup of sugar and a couple of teaspoons of cinnamon. This is going to go on top of it, up top of the muffins. Uh, uh, yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to swirl this around a bit. It's sugar, cinnamon and sugar mixture. This is going to go on top and give it a little crispy, tasty top to the muffin. So I'm going to put that to the side. Yes, Julie, I'm so glad. Yes. PRT says that sounds delicious. Yes, Snickerdoodle muffins. They do sound delicious. All right. So back to the dry ingredients. I got 2 1/3 cups flour, 1.5 cups sugar, need a half of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. Uh, okay. And oh, it's got a flip top on it. How's that? and then some nutmeg. Oh, about an eighth of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Um, eh, whatever, something like that. And baking soda, fourth of a teaspoon. So this is a half, so I'm doing half of a half. That's about right. Okay. And a teaspoon of salt. So this is a half teaspoon, so I'll do two of these. All right. Let's see. I think that's it. I'm just starting to gather dry ingredients first. So flour, sugar, cream of tartar, baking soda, nutmeg, salt. Should be it. And I'm gonna use a whisk to whisk together the dry ingredients. Sometimes recipes will tell you to sift the flour or sift the dry ingredients. You don't need to sift them if you use a whisk because the whisk does serves the same purpose as a sifter would. So you can just use the whisk to mix together dry ingredients and eliminate most of the lumps. Yeah, that's you see how that's pretty well mixed and fine. Oh, all right. So that's that. And for the wet ingredients, I have two sticks of melted butter, and I already melted it uh, to get it going and let it. I don't want it hot because there's going to be an egg in it. I don't want to, scramble the egg. Um, no, I think I'll use a brown egg this time. So we got two sticks of melted. It's supposed to be unsalted butter. I'm using salted because that's what I got. I need to go get more butter because I'm pretty much using all the stuff I had. 1 cup of milk. I'm using almond milk. And 1 large egg. Oh, shoot. Got an eggshell in there. There we go. Oh, in case you didn't know, if you get a piece of eggshell, I'll put it back in there. I don't know if you noticed or not. So there's a piece of eggshell there. Oh, now it won't come off my finger. Okay, I thought I was going to demonstrate something and it's not cooperating. Anyway, if you get a piece of eggshell in there, you can use the egg to dip it in there, and the piece of eggshell will attract to the larger piece of egg. Really weird, but it works. Because it's kind of hard to dig in there and get it out. I learned that from Rachel Ray. Okay. Oh, also, if you can push the heart button. Oh, I saw a couple hearts there. That helps. Let's see. 2 sticks of melted butter, the milk, the egg. Oh yeah, I've got it right here. Vanilla extract. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. No, I haven't even opened this one yet, have I? I just got this the other day. So I used the last of mine. Something. I can't even remember what it was now. Ugh. I would have known. I would have done this earlier. Okay. All right. That's about a tablespoon, something like that. Did I already say preheat your oven to 400 degrees? I think I did, but in case I didn't, there you go. All right. Except the wet ingredient. Actually, I could use the whisk, I guess. So, how's everybody doing this Sunday? I was supposed to meet a guy that I had been talking to online. We were going to meet for a kind of a date. But he never did get back to me about what time we were going to meet. He said like Saturdays and Sundays were better for him. Like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I work from home, so it doesn't matter so much for me. Just depends on the day. But I was like, yeah, that's fine. How about this weekend? He said, well, Sunday would work better. And he never did get back and tell me what time. So I'm not just gonna wait around all day. Oh, hello, Margaret. I was just on video with Margaret a couple days ago. She and Will Fullwood talking on video. We had a nice conversation. All right. All right. Let's see. That looks lumpy. Do you have to take care about curling or does it matter? It doesn't matter about the lumpiness for the wet ingredients. It'll be fine. I'm gonna add the dry ingredients to it, and it'll be all it'll be all mixed together. It'll be fine. All right, so I'm gonna add dry ingredients. Oh, all right. Whew. Oh, yeah. So anyway, back to the guy. I was going to meet him today at a coffee shop or whatever, and he didn't get back to me. But he said earlier we were talking about various things, and he said he's more spontaneous and impromptu or whatever. And I am not. I prefer planning, although I do some spontaneous things. I will spontaneously do a live video or join somebody on a live video, as I did with Margaret the other day. But a lot of times I prefer to plan things out. So him being spontaneous and me being a planner sounds like it's going to work great between us, doesn't it? But sometimes opposites attract. And I don't want somebody that's exactly like me. So I don't mind a little spontaneity, brings a little variety to the relationship and whatnot. So it's kind of the consistency of pancake batter, but it will thicken as it sits. The cream of tartar is a thickener. So don't worry if it's a little, might seem a little watery or whatever. Um, Logan Oaks. In gay speak, spontaneity can be code for disrespectful and flaky. Well, yeah, I don't know yet. We'll see. He acted like he really wanted to meet me, and actually, for a while, it was me that was like, "Oh, I don't know when I'm going to meet," because he lives like an hour away or whatever. So we were going to try to meet somewhere in between, and I was like, "Well, I don't know." And last weekend it snowed and was, I don't know, really cold and stuff, and I just didn't want to get out. So before it was me who was kind of dragging my feet, and now that I've said I want to meet, now now he's not saying anything. It's like, ah, he acted like he wanted to meet right away, but whatever. This isn't about that. This is about baking snickerdoodle muffins. Now, I move the bowl away from the camera here. So, uh, yeah, this looks pretty good. It's got a few little lumps in it, but I'm not worried about those. I am not going to strive for perfection. They're still going to taste good, and even if it has a few little lumps of butter or a bit of flour, it'll when it bakes, it'll be fine. All right. Now, I'm kind of um, altering this a little bit because I'm going to do this in a mini muffin pan. It's not a tin, it's a silicone muffin pan, mini ones. And oh, let's see, I need a scoop. So I've got this mini scoop as well. I think it'll be the perfect size for these. Now, so the recipe recommends doing every other hole, every other well, because when the muffins expand, they could like, you know, meld together and it'll be a lot harder to get them out and separate them or anything and everything. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do every other well, well, and it also says to in the ones that you don't fill up to put water in them. And it didn't explain why, but I'm guessing it's similar to like cheesecake when you do a water bath for a cheesecake to prevent it from cracking and to help the muffins so they don't get so dry. But whatever, it's not going to hurt anything to put the water in there. So I'm going to do that too, just for funsies. Got to remember to put the topping on these after I fill them all up. I can see myself forgetting something like that, getting distracted and uh, not paying attention. Um, I might have missed a couple of comments. I don't know. They go by quickly. So sorry if I missed something. You can repeat your question if you have one. I'm not worth leaving your house for. I suspect they're just looking for a free sex worker. Well, spontaneous, come too quick. Huh. All those could be possibilities. Yeah, some people do put more importance on sex in a relationship. I think that's kind of secondary. I want to get along with somebody and be with someone who's a decent person. In fact, to me, arrogance is a huge turnoff. Even if the guy is like really hot, sexy, handsome, whatever. If I discover then that he is arrogant and full of himself, he becomes less physically attractive to me. All right, that's pretty good. I don't want to fill them completely to the top because I know they will rise because of the baking soda. All right, I got every other hole filled. It looks like. All right, I'm not going to forget the sprinkling. Sprinkling with the cinnamon and sugar mixture. that I set aside earlier. This will give them a nice, dark, crispy top. Ooh, that one's pretty full. That's probably gonna have a that probably is gonna have a huge muffin top. That one's gonna need to do some crunches. Get rid of that muffin top later. I'm gonna have to do some crunches after I eat these. All right. Um, I would recommend if you're gonna put the water in these in the empty wells, put this on the oven rack first and then pour the water in. Because if you pour it in now and try to transfer it over to the oven, it's it's gonna you're gonna easily spill it and it's gonna be hard, kind of precarious. So I would recommend doing it after you get it on the oven rack. Another suggestion that the recipe included was you can preheat your oven to 425 degrees to start off with, and then right before you put them in the oven, turn it down to 400. And supposedly that will activate the baking soda quicker and you'll have a bigger muffin top. All right, this is kind of. I should have got a smaller pitcher. All right, there we go. Yeah, all the wells. All the wells are filled up. Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes. 12-minute timer start. So, if you're going to bake these in a regular muffin tin, the recipe says 20 minutes, but a mini muffin pan takes a lot less time because they're smaller. Makes sense, right? I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take, but I'm going to go with 12. I would guess 12 to 15. Last time I made muffins in a mini pan. Something delicious. Your 12-minute timer is already running. Should be perfect for those mini muffins. They need a bit longer, but always wing it and go with your gut. Or should I say, your muffin instinct? Okay. Perfect. Your timer is ticking away. Let me know when you need to check on this mini muffins. Anyway, she kept talking because she thought I was still talking to her, or him. I have a male voice on mine. Anyway, um, what was I saying? I'm going with 12 minutes, 12 to 15. That's about the last time, or the last time I made muffins. That was about how long it took, somewhere around there. So we'll see if that works. 220C gas 7. I don't, that's high for silicone? No. Um, I don't know. 220C, is that Celsius? 220 Celsius? I'm not sure. I'm not, I can't convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Um, Fair, Fahrenheit, my oven, you, I got it to 400. Fucking Europeans. Right. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you. Um, anyway, if you're just joining me, I'm making Snickerdoodle muffins. And if you want to see the full video after it's published, you can go to my Substack page, brandonelridge.com/Substack. No, wait, /Substack. I don't even know what it is. brandonelridge.com/Substack. And look at my section marked Brandon Elridge, the gay chef. I would really appreciate a paid subscription if you can afford it. And actually, oh wait, it's today the first? I think it is. Oh yeah, it is the first. So throughout the month of February, I'm doing 50% off for annual subscriptions. So it's for this publication, it's $30 for the year if you can do a one-time $30 donation sponsorship. I am not sponsored by major corporations like Pampered Chef or Betty Crocker or whatever. So I rely on my subscribers. So I hope that you will upgrade if you can. How high can silicone take heat wise? I really don't know. Um, I could probably ask my assistant here. Let's see. How would I say that? Alexa, how high can you bake with silicone?
Silicone bakeware can typically handle temperatures up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, though some high-quality silicone can go as high as 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Check the manufacturer's specs on your particular pan to be safe. Most will have the max temp printed right on the bottom.
Okay, sorry. I had to wait for the light to go off because she's gonna. I have the thing where it's the follow up thing where she'll stay lit up and you can ask a follow up question without saying her name again. His name, whatever. Anyway, he said 450 up to 500 for some types of silicone. If it melts, you'll know it was too high. Yeah. And you'll also ruin your muffins. Well, at least I wouldn't want to eat them after the silicone had melted. So, I can't think of anything else. I mean, I kind of want to take them out and show them to you, but I can always do that and then take a picture of them and post them on the post with the video. I usually I usually do that, add the picture at the end. Oh. So, well, subscribe to my publication. I've got a new publication if you like fiction and poetry called Elrich Unraveling. And instead of publishing a book, I'm putting all my stuff on uh, Substack. Oh, TRT. Do you not have ones you made earlier? No. Partly, I would have to make two batches, which requires double the ingredients. And what am I going to do with all those muffins? You can freeze them, but they won't have this, they won't taste the same. They won't have that crispiness on the top. They muffins typically freeze okay. Bread products freeze pretty well, but it's not going to be the same as the when it originally came out. Plus, I can't afford to be spending all this money on ingredients for muffins. So that's that's reality. Now, if I had a professional show with the sponsorship and a team, I could have perfect muffins and take them out and show you the perfect version of them, have practice muffins and all that, but it's just me and I'm live, so I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But yeah, this actually is gonna make quite a few mini muffins. I do have a regular muffin pan, and I could do a few regular size muffins. I might actually go ahead and do. I have a small muffin tin. I could put a few in there. Uh, let's see. I need some. I'll just put a few in this regular one while I'm waiting. So while we're waiting for those mini ones to come out, let's see which ones I grease. Every other one. So I'll make a few big ones and a bunch of small ones. Um, read me a story, Uncle Brandon. Could read your stuff to us. Oh, I could. All right. That's I don't want to fill them completely up. All right. And with this, it's going to be easier to keep it steady. So I'll go ahead and pour the water in, some of the water in here. You don't need to fill it up. I'm putting about, I don't know, filling it halfway up. There we are. And the topping. Alexa, how much time is left?
Your timer has just 1 second remaining.
Oh, Alexa, stop. Oh, that was funny. I asked her, and there's 1 second left. It's hilarious. All right. I'm going to check on the muffins. I doubt if they will be done yet, but we'll see. Hmm. I'm going to use the old toothpick test. Yeah, looks like they may be done. I am going to switch around and show you. They're not sinking in the middle. So, and the toothpick came out clean. So I think that they are probably done. All right. Let me get a um, pot holder. Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 17 minutes.
17 minutes timer.
All right. They're a little lighter than I kind of expected. Oh, that one kind of stuck. Let's see. Just kind of loosen it from the side. Hmm. All right. All right. This one kind of stuck to the side, but I probably should have let it cool a little more. But it looks pretty good. Mm, nice. Mm, it's got a nice little crispy top on it from the cinnamon and sugar. Yeah. If you like Snickerdoodle cookies, you'll probably like this. Mm, really good. All right, so there you have it. Snickerdoodle muffins. Yeah, pretty much it does taste like a Snickerdoodle. Dive right into that muffin there. That's right. Yep, tastes like a Snickerdoodle, except in cake form, muffin form. Mm, yeah, excellent. I don't know about the sticking. Supposedly, you don't have to grease a silicone pan. So that's supposed to be one of the unique features of silicone. Doesn't need to be greased. Well, that one came out all right. There's the bottom of it. There's the top. It came out pretty much whole. I cracked it a little bit there. So there you go. Um, maybe they just needed another minute. Yeah, I mean, it's they're fully baked. I mean, like the bottom of it, it started to get a little brown. I might have been able to leave them in another minute. Maybe that would have done it. But as far as taste goes, they taste really good. Um, yeah, I'll see how the regular size comes out. But this is the first time I've made these, and Sarah sent me the recipe for these, so it's not an original. But anyway, there you go. Snickerdoodle muffins. Thanks everybody for joining me. I had almost 30 people here, which is pretty good because I didn't schedule this one ahead of time because I had other plans, I thought, being that guy, but that didn't happen. Maybe I'll have to check my email, maybe, uh, or check my messages. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Subscribe to my publication if you want to see more of these crazy videos that don't always turn out the way they're supposed to. I feel like this one was a success. They taste good, and I think if I do another batch, I'll leave them in for another minute, like Julie was saying, and maybe they won't stick as much. Oh, see, that one came out. Yeah, they just probably needed to cool a minute also. So there we have it, our lovely Snickerdoodle muffins. Thanks, everybody. I will see you next time, and uh, hope you have a good Sunday. See you later. Bye.